Apple today launched a live stream test on YouTube that lists a September 10 date, which has led to some speculation that Apple could be holding an event on that day. There is talk that Apple's iPhone 12, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max is going to be postponed by about a month. So the reason I bring this up is because John Processor has went ahead and talked about the launch date for the Pixel 4a 5G and the Pixel 5. If Google does actually launch the Pixel 4a 5G and Pixel 5 on September 30th, it'll be the first time that they're launching it, I believe, a Pixel phone or a Nexus phone in September. Usually they launch their Pixel and their past Nexus lineup phones in October. And I think now they're avoiding October because they don't want it to interfere with Apple launching their iPhone 12, which, if you think about it, they're pretty much just flip-flopping positions if that's the case. Google will launch their Pixel lineup first, iPhone after. So it says here, the two phones will only be released in 9 countries. We've talked about this in the past. There is a problem with Google releasing their Pixel phones because it seems to be very limited to where they release them at. And then here again, only in 9 countries. Leaker John Processor has revealed that the Pixel 5 5G, is that what they're going to call it? The Pixel 5 5G? I hope they don't call it that. That sounds dumb. And Pixel 4a 5G will be unveiled on September 30th. Honestly, I'm tired of phones calling it 5G at the end. Stop calling it 5G at the end. Just say it has 5G on it. I don't care if it. I know it's a hot marketing term and people want to use it to pretend that this shit is important right now, but it really isn't. So stop using 5G at the end of your phone names. There's no need. While the Pixel 5 is tipped to be available in black and green colors, I would totally get it in green. Is it coming in a mint green? What color green is it coming in? What other greens would Google put out? Is it going to be like the green on the Pixel 4a, like this very slight seafoam green? The Pixel 4a 5G is rumored to feature Qualcomm's Snapdragon 765G chipset, a dual camera setup on the back. That's a good question too. So they're pretty much confirming this rumor, is that the Pixel 4a 5G will have a second lens in the back. Is that going to be the telephoto or is it going to be an ultra wide? If I were to ask you, would you rather have a telephoto lens or an ultra wide lens, which one would it be? I figure most people would rather have an ultra wide lens over a telephoto. I feel like the ultra wide one is something that would be used more in everyday practice over a telephoto lens, but I don't know if that's what they're going to be including in the 4a 5G. It would be a welcome addition either way. As confirmed by Google already, the phone will start at $500 in the US. The Google Pixel 5, on the other hand, is rumored to start at $700. And I've said this many times, that $700 price point is going to be, it's going to be a point of contention if they don't do $700 right. While it's expected to feature the same Snap 765G chipset as the Pixel 4a 5G, the Pixel 5 will have a more premium design, upgraded camera sensors, water resistance, and more. Hold on. Upgraded camera sensors? Is there proof for that? Is there a rumor, or is there confirmation that it is going to have upgraded camera sensors? If that's true, why haven't I been privy to this? I feel like I've kept up with every piece of Google news that comes out, or Pixel news that comes out. I want to see what the Pixel 5G has to offer. If I don't like it, I might move to iPhone 12. And actually, that is here's a pro tip for anyone who's watching. If you are thinking about getting a Pixel 5 and you're unsure about the Pixel 5 or an iPhone 12, well, now that we know that the Pixel 5 is probably coming on September 30th, and then the iPhone 12 is coming out later in October, what you can do, pro tip, is buy the Pixel 5, or at least order the Pixel 5, and see if you like it. See how good it is. See if the camera is really as good as it should be. If it's worth the extra $200 from a Pixel 4a 5G, if it's worth the extra $350 from a Pixel 4a. And if it isn't, if it's not up to your standards, then you can always return it during that 30-day time frame and order yourself a Pixel 4a, a Pixel 4a 5G, or the upcoming iPhone 12. See, timing's perfect. Timing's perfect for anyone who's on the fence. That would be my recommendation. And now September 30th is what? A month and 10 days from now? What is that? Less than 6 weeks? Something like that. See, it's not too far along. See, I'm here to help you guys out financially. I'm here to help you be financially prudent. Right, Oddweight? Deepak Murthy says, I don't think the 5G is worth $150 extra. I don't think so either. I mean, maybe that extra bit of raw performance in processing power might be worth a little more, but is it really worth $150 more? But then again, if we're talking about the Pixel 4a 5G, we got to remember that $150 extra might not only be a Snapdragon 765G chipset, a faster chipset with 5G, but it also might be a bigger display, a bigger battery, and the possibility of a second camera, second lens, whether that be a telephoto or an ultra wide lens. Either way, you're getting an extra lens in there, and that might complete that extra $150, upmark, price increase, whatever you want to call it. I want a bigger battery and wide angle cam. Will Google stick with a 12.2 megapixel again? That's my fear, Jason, is they are going to stick with a 12.2 megapixel. Not that the 12.2 megapixel camera is bad, but I feel like they really need to step up their game if they want to move from the pack of camera quality, camera performance from these other manufacturers. And when I say other manufacturers, I also mean Google itself. If the Pixel 5 really wants to separate itself from the Pixel 4a, the Pixel 4a 5G, the Pixel 4, the Pixel 3, and we can even go back to the Nexus 6P. If it really wants to separate itself from the pack, they're going to need to up their game for the Pixel 5. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with the 12.2 megapixel camera they've been using year over year over year. And again, not that that's a bad camera, because it certainly is a very well performing one, but I think, at least in terms of night performance, like low light shots, they're going to start falling behind iPhone, the iPhone 11 Pro, the upcoming iPhone 12. And let's not kid ourselves, right? The iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro, the camera in there is going to be better than the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone 11. I can almost guarantee it. This is why the Pixel 5 needs to keep itself in the game, especially if they're putting a Snapdragon 765G chipset in there, because obviously they can't compete in performance versus the iPhone 12. So where else are they going to step up? The camera. That's what the Pixel is known for. It's excellent camera. So it really needs to step it up.